Here's third down and 4. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. His third rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Straight ahead, Walker. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 2nd and 8. Throwing is Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Gino is going to get this complete to Walker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, it's Walker. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Here's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. But we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Pop a touchdown offense, but getting one on defense, if they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and, yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Look at this Baltimore defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Deontay Hardy back deep. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Hardy set to return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go. Because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets... ...16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Powell's throw into the hands of Fant. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw, Howell. Going right back to Fant. And he's got some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Howell down to throw it. Touchdown! Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
The Ravens sit 5-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hill.
As largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Henry.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And they'll begin by running the option.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Now Howell.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Myers' kick is good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Slant route to Miller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Powell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Jackson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 23, here's 2nd and 9.
They'll try the right side with Henry.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
That's the score.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be some. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Inside handoff, Henry. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And after all that, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. 45-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Second down, Howell now. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Howell out of the shotgun. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down and 8.
Jackson, options out left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for Pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Ravens, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped at all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broke and barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I these valet stores couldn't pay. Nowadays, all the cake